like they say, it depends on what VP shows up. I also think something you touched on, the 0 and 2 start.
Yeah.
I think that actually benefits North because we know they've got two very young players, Config and Magist Boy, that they rely on, and their performance has improved throughout just based on the experience they got from those particular matches.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the day. Let's make some noise! North starting on the T side here. They've got 3 sets of armor. We have got a bit of aggression from the Seeds. He's actually pushing down towards that connector. But North, as ever, known to be a very methodical and slow team, will be holding up in the default. We have got some VP fans in the audience. I can hear them starting to blow the roof off here, but it's not going to be kicking off just yet.
That's what experience does all around the world. Doesn't matter if they're in Poland or not. When they're in Poland, it's insane, but they've got fans everywhere. Taz is going to be the one to spawn out toward long right now, but Rubino's selling onto B with MSL. The problem is Bomb. If Taz gets the kill, the third kill, onto that long position, they're going to spot that, and they've already killed both players entering into the B site. That's revealed. And Taz's information means Pasha knows that he can push. Snacks covers off the lower tunnels, and they've got all the map control. Pasha's in behind them. They're locked down in this hallway. They've got to kill Snacks just to get anywhere further on the map. He pops out. He's got no support of the duel, no trade potential, so he's got to get them on his own. He's got one reload, but they're both out of ammo. It's going to be a knife for Snacks to start it off.
So many knives in this tournament and on this map as well. Snacks finishes things off there. He didn't even have to commit to that situation. It's a 5-on-2, but he boots his economy and then some. He gets 5 grand going to the next map. He doesn't even need to be in this situation. Config getting a taste of his own medicine, and boy, is it better. 1-0 for virtus.pro.
He missed by so little as well, and 4 HP for Snacks. Had he have missed in the group stage, we wouldn't be here right now, North. So let's say he got lucky on the one that mattered. Snacks with 2 kills and that knife, obviously. And there we go. I was wondering who the US fans would rally behind, but with that amount of economy, he buys up immediately onto the rifle. Boost as well, not the jump. You often hate seeing the jump, Henry, because it's so vulnerable, but Taz, he takes config early.
Yeah, the Danes normally especially good at hitting that shot, but it will be the 5-on-4. A little bit of damage inflicted towards Pasha, but they've got the man advantage now. It's not going to be a force buy from North. You can see they have got the deagles, but they haven't got the armor to go with it. They're going for that nice actual full buy going forward here. They're going to try and get the bomb down if they can. The problem is no smoke's getting to the bomb site hit, and they are a man down. Snacks misses that first shot, but not going to be punished for it just yet. But this is what North are so good at. Getting map presence, getting towards long A. You can see MSL and bathrooms as well. The bomb's going to be down for now, but they certainly need a pick from one of these Desert Eagles.
Pasha's going to play rotate on support as well. Tags to 7 as Neo. Takes Rubino. So a good start to the anti-eco so far, something Gambit struggled with early in their first match. Magist is waiting as well to find if they can get anywhere with that bomb and potentially get it down to boost the economy. I think those chances are gone. He's 1 versus 5. Rotation all the way over toward the A site, but they still have Beali over there to guard B in case Magist goes back. Nice shot onto Neo.
Yeah, well, something to work with there. It's still going to be a 4 versus 1. Major's just trying to dent the economy of Virtus any way he can here. Finds a nice headshot there, but at this point, it'd just be Virtus giving away a frag. They have no reason to face him at all. Make him come to the bomb site, run the timer down. It'd be great to kill him after that, but Taz finds him regardless. And it's going to be 2-0 virtus.pro. Like we said, no real force by there from North. A couple of deagles here and there, but didn't really go all in. So they can possibly afford some PT50s going forward. This should be the redundant round. Okay.
Man, the photoshops today.
Okay.
Yeah. Snacks is definitely a legend in his own right. Already seeing a highlight-worthy play from him. He seems to deliver them time and time again.
Well then, like I said, the redundant round, no armor, nothing really invested into this whatsoever. There's 1 PT50, no nades, no armor. So this should be a chance for virtus.pro to keep all 5 players alive. You can see they've got 2 SMGs. That bonus round potential will be very high going into round number 4 at this point. When we say that, as we cross over those SMGs into the first gun round here. I think everyone from North is actually committed to the connector at this point, and it's going to be Snacks to spray them down. Only finds 1 though.
Imagine that smoke thrown had been a nade. Yeah. No one on armor. That would have been like a 400 damage nade. Beali knows they're down there. Quick exchange, hole blown through the door. You can spot out exactly where Config's gone. SMG money for him. Snacks down. I think there's a rifle left on the ground they'll have to try and recover, but at this point, Rubino's got it, so they need to make sure they grab him and take it back to keep their economy stable.
If you look at the top left right now, you can see the SMG players. It's going to be Pasha and Beali. They're actually pushing aggressively. I don't mind this at all. You want them to be fighting the frags. They've got those SMGs. Don't necessarily want to take them to the next rounds. Any kills they can get, even 1 and done, that's fine. It's guaranteed a round. Rubino has got a weapon here with the Pasha. There it is. He gets an extra 600 bucks, survives, takes down Mages, and now it should be a guaranteed round at this point. Rubino still has the M4 in hand, but a lot of work to do here to even try and get the bomb down.
No armor on the rifle, as you say. No investment waiting for round 4.
Yeah,
Bomb plant would be massive if he could find one more pick. It opens the opportunity because there is only one player on the A site after he would find that. There's two right now if he found one, but the problem is already flanking around. Taz is there. Now rifle down front of the site. He's not going to make it. Taz has one of the other M4s, so he can't do anything to get that to a teammate, and they didn't get close enough for him to throw it. So they will have to reinvest a little bit in that sense, but they're going to go straight onto the AWP for Pasha.
Yeah, but they still have two SMGs here, so this is going to be potentially a very aggressive round. The guys in the desk talked about it. That's what's so good about Virtus.pro. You never know what's going to be coming in, and they do throw away one of the SMGs, but interesting enough, Cajun B, he's gone for the glass cannon AWP. That means no armor on him. That means if the CD decide to go aggressive, he gets hit by one bullet, his aim's going to go up in the air. Let's see what Virtus.pro bring to the table in his first gun round. You can see two players going up towards long. That will be Neo and Pasha Pasha's got the AWP. Let's see if he can find that first pick.
As expected as well, first gun round means first default. He'll slow it, but it's so aggressive. And I expect this from Virtus.pro a lot on this map.
Especially when you've got that SMG as well. They want to rely on Pasha here to try and get them that man advantage, kind of take the pressure off a little bit here. Don't find anything towards long, so they'll be falling back. Neo in the bathrooms for now. We did say at the start, North known for this slow, methodical start. They want to see whether Virtus.pro are presenting any sort of aggression here. Flashes over towards long. Let's see if Cajun can actually get anything done here. Pasha is going to challenge by the look of things.
He's flashed off that initial angle. Flashes back in response. Neo's not covering that. Now he's jumping up. He spotted it. Neo's going to have to look back in that direction from bathroom. In fact, he rotates away. Pasha hits Cajun. And as he rotates away, Pasha goes for more. If Pasha turns on with this AWP, Virtus.pro, that's when they're at their best, because that's oftentimes one of the strings to the bow that often lacks intention. So Magisk and Rubino left 2 versus 5, and Neo's pushed all the way up into the park.
Yeah, they've got the bomb down towards long. Neo in the perfect pincer position as well. Rubino out of back to his teammate, going to be in a horrible situation now. Rubino with 14 HP, gets a kill in return, and bombs down. The round is over at this stage. I don't think Rubino can even save. He might be able to take Pasha down with it. They wouldn't be able to cover that all, but he gets the pistol out, finishes off the job. 4-0 to North for that really slow play start. They're getting picked off one by one, challenging towards long there. You can see not that much pressure applied to Pasha. You would expect flashbangs and maybe some smokes being thrown in his direction. They kind of was running into his crosser at that point, but he managed to pick up 2 AWP kills, like you said, and it's going to be a very successful round for VP overall. 4 players surviving that round, and Bialy still with that MP7. Almost a perfect weapon, all things considered. North should be on another Eco this round. They certainly are. They've got Tech 9s, PD50s, and Deagles. No armor, so he'll be able to munch through these players. His money's starting to swell at this point. Going into this round, he has 8 grand. He could possibly go into the next one with almost 12 if he gets a few kills there. So we'll see what holds for round number 5. If they can get the bomb down, that'd be great. I don't think that's been planted at all yet for North. Haven't even got close to a bomb site, really.
And that's a problem because they're on the 4th round bonus. If they had gotten a bomb plant or 2, they might be in a position where they could have forced a little more heavy, but they're sitting at around the 2K mark. Next round, $3,400 injection. If they don't pick this up, chances are they won't. They'll be able to buy, undoubtedly. Good trade on Snacks with the Tech 9, but Pasha, again, looking solid. Finds 2, just misses out on Rubino in the 3rd opportunity, and that actually costs him as the Deagle shot hits Pasha. These are even trades. It might be the first bomb plant as a result as well, because rotation has to come over from the B site. It's Neo alone. Sprays down to 18 bullets left, and he's still holding position with the M4, and without armor, he should be able to mow through them quite quickly.
Yeah, he's doing a good job just holding the bomb, so they're denying the plant going down whatsoever. So Rubino and Magisk is going to take some absolute magical shots now to have a chance here. That was close, but he did. He actually got Neo.
Got it, nailed it.
Wow.
Rubino's looking hot with the Deagle right now. Unfortunately, he's left alone. He's picked up an AWP, but again, can't swap to it and doesn't have armor. Aim punch on the first. Then he realizes, perhaps with aim punch, I need to get the one and done shot, but Taz closes it out. Again, no bomb plant, but $3,400 injection. They're ready to buy, and I expect heavily for them to go on to, so Rubino's dropped it out. Cajun B is going to be back on the AWP. He throws the AK in return to Rubino, and he'll have armor this time.
We're going to round number 6 here. The first real gun round for North. They've got all the utility. KGB has armor as well. Interesting enough, VP holding on to that MP7 amount. I can't say I really agree with that. At this point, your money's got to a massive amount. You can see Bialy's got almost 11 grand. I think you'd probably be concentrating on the round victory at this point. That kind of money is not really worth it. Maybe want to upgrade that, but we'll see what he can do. Like we said, known for their relentless aggression. Bialy's towards B for now. So,
and he's playing barrels, which is a heavy rifle position.
Well, it's Pasha once more towards long with the AWP. He keeps wanting to challenge this, and once again, North in that very passive playstyle. Regardless, Pasha finds him herself, and that's the man advantage. They can fall back and wait for North to make the next move.
What a sick start for Pasha.
Yep, he's been great.
CT side, op, getting aggressive, overpass. If Pasha goes off like that the whole map, this is going to be very tough for North.
This is the nightmare for them. They rely so heavily on slowing things down, pushing the CTs back, getting that map control, but if Pashes is hitting shots like that every single time, not really much they can do about it. We're at the 1 minute mark. They have to use some utility here. They're not sure where Pasha has to actually fallen back to. He's going to be on the bomb side. That's absolutely fine. That's what you want to be doing as the CTs when you have this sort of advantage. You don't want to risk giving one away and making it an equal situation.
Config checks inside a bathroom connector. His teammates have already made it in the front door. Corner cleared, map control gained, execution potential in place. Down a man, it's 4 into the site, 3 gonna be in close proximity to it. Neo's down below in the window, but he'll rotate over at Snacks and Pasha instead. And again, that AWP looking for an opening, but Cajun, he's getting sprayed through the smoke.
Very close indeed. So we have a little bit of execution coming in here. The smoke towards those key choke points, who's splitting between long and short. But Snacks goes aggressive and gets punished for it. Now a chance for North.
And that flash didn't work. He thought he could catch them off. He gets caught entirely. Pasha's left alone for a moment. Neo's just gotten to the back stairs now by Dumpster. Thankfully so, because he gets Cajun on the way through, but a missed shot from Pasha finally. Means Rubino can trade onto him. It's Neo alone for a moment. Flank coming in as well from BL. He's got that SMG. That's going to cost him. As Config hits the headshot, finally a bomb down as well, and a 1 versus 1 favors Magisk. As Neo's going to go up, knows he can tap the bomb. Post-plant position by default is in bathrooms, and he's expecting him to go to door, but he's not scoped in yet. He's trying to still pull him out. He wants to go for the quick scope instead. He's got it, Neo! What a shot!
Every time he delivers in these key situations, cool as you like, Neo, the clutch master, 4 frags in that round, picks up the AWP. And Majors played it very well indeed. Didn't take the bait of the initial fake defense there, but gets tempted to have a look, and Neo just waits for him, flicks onto the perfect shot there. Lovely, lovely stuff, and it's going to be 6-0 now for VP. Taz enjoying that one, and why wouldn't you? It's a big round for them to pick up. The bomb goes down, and we do have maximum loss bonus, so you expect North to buy into this round. They can. They got 4 AKs. They still have the AWP on towards Cajun B, but they need to stop losing this first man. I think at this point, let's maybe experiment with something straight towards B, something a little bit quicker. Let's stop letting VP have full control of the map at the start.
Molotov MSL to try and get himself further upstairs without getting countered, but a smoke will return the favor and hold him stationary for a moment. And Snacks this time on the AWP, so they're swapping it around. VP, much like Fnatic, you and I have talked about this a lot this week.
Yeah.
You've got a few different people.
You'd normally expect Snacks to be open on this map. It was quite strange to see Pasha back onto it. Kind of old school VP, like a year ago, it would be Pasha, but Snacks certainly more aggressive. So maybe that's a nice little adjustment here. We'll see what he decides to do. He'll be towards long for now. And like I said, maybe back towards B could be an idea here. North have got some very good executions, but they're a little bit rattled right now. They haven't really got into this game as of yet. Round number 7, they'll be holding up, waiting for those aggressive picks towards long. Not going to be happening, but Neo waiting to challenge in the bathrooms. You can hear footsteps on the other side of that smoke.
Spray into it. Interesting to note as well, they push through. Neo, he's going to get caught out in the corner, but they spray it down. Pinch comes in. Pasha's there as well into MSL, and they've got bomb control. It's all Rubino. An interesting note I want to make is, unlike most teams which have switched back to the A4, which Pasha had as he went down, most of VP's been running the A1S, which does have its benefits through smoke, as anyone who plays Counter-Strike knows. The silencer, it muzzles the tracers, and they can get away with being a little bit more aggressive. Another round, 7-0 for virtus.pro.
Let's take a timeout, North, surely at this point. You're just getting run over. It seems like the plow is in 5th gear right now at the moment. But like we said, they have got maximum loss bonus, but only getting $3,400 into this round. Another clean sweep for VP. Just when Neo looked out of position as well, his teammate comes in. The communication's so good of these guys. Perfect pincer in the bathroom, just spraying them all down. They only find 1 frag there. I think this has to be another partial buy for North. It should be 8-0 going forward. You can see they don't look fired up right now. They need something to go in their favor. I think the set pieces right now, let's go full back towards those. Maybe let's get Tech9's armors out, let's get the smokes, wall of smokes to the B-bomb side, get a plant, something to work with here. But that will be the buy going forward. Upgraded pistols, head armor all round, 1 smoke and a couple of flashbangs. So it won't be the most technical execution at this point. There's the replay of Neo. And Snacks doing some work there as we go into round number 8. One-sided affair so far. Everyone's got rifles now for VP, no nonsense with the MP7. Pasha towards bathrooms and Snacks backing him up.
North needs rounds fast. Quick flash to make sure no one's going to push up, and MSL, wasting no time, is going to try and get in bathrooms. That flash actually caught deep because Snacks has to back away, but he on the AWP hits 2, a 3rd now as well. And he's still got to line up for a 4th. Come on, Snacks, get the ace. It's right in front of you, and you've got all 5.
How many aces are we going to see in big tournaments from Snacks? Sure, it's against a partial bye, but it's a big round, sending out a clear message that he's here and he's ready to play. One of the absolute best players in the world. Phenomenal stuff from him. A clean ace. It's quite demoralizing as a team to be on the receiving end of that. So North yet to post a round, then getting an ace from Snacks as well. We go into number 9 here. Now I do have money once again, but you can see utility is lacking. CageNB without a single grenade, but he does have the AWP. Yet to really have any impact. To be fair, no one from North really has. You can see CageNB yet to even post a frag. MSL 1 for 8 as well. Big round for them. Need to start posting it as aggressive towards long once again.
Neo again out toward the rocks. Pasha's going to peek park. They're playing this so aggressively, and they know. I think this is a direct scouting report from that, because remember yesterday, or I guess the day before, to be honest, we had a media day yesterday, but Config was getting boosted constantly in that playground position.
Yeah.
And they are every single time they can peeking exactly where he goes at the tree.
So we have the bomb towards B this time. They're going to try and get some control towards short. No one in connector, but May just has started to make his way through that. They're going to try and execute towards B. I would speculate at this point, nothing else is working for them. The default is getting shut down time and time again. They've got a bit of map control to go with here. They do have 3 smokes and some Molotovs. They want to Molotov that barrel position, which you pointed out before. They'll be holding up, just trying to bait out some utility, which they have done a good job of so far. VP, only a couple of incendiaries and smokes remaining, but those will be dropped when the commitment to the B side comes in, but a push potentially coming in.
Spray down from B alley to hold Beggs.
Perfect, to be honest. At that point, we're running out of grenades. Flash over, try and get a kill in your favor. Fall back once again. You've actually shut down any tactic they had in mind.
Smoke off on Monster. That is one of the last, in fact, the last smoke they have. But they have the man advantage. Bomb still over toward A. They're trying to cause the rotation, similar to pistol round, but this time they've actually done it. Snacks and Pasha are there. Problem is they have to win some of the duels, unlike the pistol round, and hold the players onto the B site, because Config and CageNB, they're only just getting to the Flower Garden now, and Pasha's realized it, so is Snacks. They're backing away. It's going to be a meet and greet on the way through. AWP has to catch them. He won't be able to spot the default plant position, but Snacks is wrapping around. He knows Bomb's there now. Config, he's got to get off the plant, and Snacks catches both. Pasha wraps in. Perfect timing on the rotation from virtus.pro.
VP just toying with them now, reading them like a book. North just look bewildered. They're not really sure how they can get onto the bomb site. They try and fake towards B at that point, but it's very unconvincing. They have one player pushing through Monster. He finds a frag, sure, but then his MSL just has to fall back and find his teammates towards that A bomb side. Doesn't really sell much at all. It's just VP playing perfect Counter-Strike right now. Like I said, they were running out of grenades. Time was ticking away. They just push off some information towards short, find that frag, fall back, and allow North to actually commit towards that A bomb side. Very nice stuff, and I think without the bomb going down there, they have to be on another Tech 9 round here, another partial buy. Looking very likely to be a 10-0, but they're going for the B rush. We haven't seen this yet. Can Bialy hold them off?
Through the flames as well with a flash. It's Bialy to hold, but he's going to stay inside flames. That allows Config to put him down with the Tech 9 on to Taz, though. Every angle they go, virtus.pro's got it covered. It's Magisk versus 3. He's got armor, so this AK actually does benefit him considerably. Pop flash in, spots that, but turns a little bit soon, and Neo's already on the doorstep.
Even
or windowsill, should I say.
Yes. Well, there it is. That was the partial buy, but another impressive performance from VP. North still yet to post around. I'm going to assume this will be another chance to take a pause tactical for North. They have got money to buy once again. Still a maximum loss bonus. When you lose 5 rounds in a row, you're getting $3,400. So you can afford to take some pistols and you get the full buy in the next rounds. Number 11 here. This is a CD-sided map, sure, but at this stage, you'd expect at least 3 or 4 rounds for the terrorist. And we'll take another pause here. Maybe we need to start going a little bit simpler. Let's just go towards B, fully execute a start, split the connector, rush B, anything right now. Just an adjustment at least. Oh, okay.
Let's go, Team virtus.pro. Yep, I would agree. Nice mouse pad. I would say they're doing quite well. This is exactly the point I was going to make, because the analyst said it. It's an odd thing that nobody ever really looks to VP as the favorite.
Yeah.
Yet they're always there. And when they show up like this, come on. They have to. You got to consider them as a real possibility to take the whole thing if they can keep this form. I mean, we're just getting started. 10-0's a great start, but it is a best of 3. Form like this, I don't know if there's an answer to it. I don't know if anyone can answer it, let alone North.
Well, this was North's pick. We have to remember that they're going to cash next when they're not comfortable, so this is looking pretty bleak right now. Round number 11, Me just brings out the Krieg, the pocket Krieg. We don't really see it that often. CageNB though, Matt, you have to post a frag here after 10
or an
rounds.
assist.
Yeah.
No assists, which also means trading isn't really favorable for North. CageNB 0 and 10 T-side op. Rubino leads the way on 7. It's 3. Config, Magisk, MSL on 2. That's I mean, very poor totals 11 rounds in. That says enough on its own. And bomb plants, there's been 1. There's been 1 bomb plant in the entire half for North's T side. Considering this is their map choice, they're looking lost. Bialy and Snacks, Started off as always. It seems like I don't even need to report it. I'm becoming a broken record. Rubino's finally got something in turn, but there's still a man down.
Rubino's finding frags, sure, but they're always after the round feels like it's over. It's 2 frags now, 3 going in VP's favor, and Rubino is going to sneak in towards B. He hasn't got the bomb. His teammates on the other side of the map. Pasha towards long. Neo's in the bathrooms as well, about to shut down Config potentially here. It's Rubino trying to sell something, but the bomb's gone down. There's no reason for anyone to be at that B side now. Rubino, he's out of the round. It's going to be 11-0. This is an absolute disaster so far for the Danes. Like we said, slow start into this tournament, but we thought they had a resurgence, especially on this map. They won 2 in a row. That good game against Godsend, we thought they were going to show us something here, but so far VP is reading them like a book, that hybrid style, aggressive one round and holding back. It seems like they're just completely destroying them here. And there will be the 11-0 coming in. North, what is the response at this point? They've used 2 pauses already, and I think they have to take another partial by here, Matt. Maybe they just have to force into this. It's getting to the point of no return.
Yeah, very early, 11-0. Keep in mind, as you say, Cash, VP's pick. Cobblestone, I would lean toward VP there as well, so uphill battle.
Yeah, well, this is the partial buy. Can't really justify the full investment. Like the star player is not really arriving. You don't expect Rubino to be top of the scoreboard. We want Convict, we want Magis, the guys that are expected to be the superstars of this team. Cajun B, he's the AWPer. He's yet to even find a single kill so far. Now they're down to pistols once again in round number 12, 11-0 down. And we're going to go for a B execution, possibly here. You can see 3 people outside towards B. There's nothing that's really got me excited about this Danish squad in this map so far. They even have the chance to execute every D4 they've been running. They're losing their pick at the start of the round, and it could be the same once again. Neo baiting in his teammate Snacks here. This could be disastrous, but they have got some control towards short at the moment.
And that op, confidence in that position, not a common spot to play. Neo baits in, as you say, but Snacks can also quickly turn and look up toward the top of playground if they go that direction. Door open, Neo's heard it, Snacks stares at it. They'll try and find him, and actually it's bait in reverse. Neo's the one that's caught, but they don't account for Config's presence. That's gonna give them a gun, but Snacks up close delivers yet again. And he'll back away just to hold the angle. Won't find the shot, but there's Pasha on the doorstep to hold it off. He'll go down, and then it's back to the pistol. They pinch in Rubino. In fact, a nade. Oh, missed throw, but does it go that far? I thought it might still get him.
1 HP, it almost did. Well, it's going to be Rubino. He might as well go for it. They desperately need a round. The AWP could be the right weapon here. If someone overextends a VP like Taz just did, he could have been punished for it, but luckily we'll be staying alive. 30 seconds remaining. Rubino needs to work out.
The alley's going to be right place, right time. 1 HP, pre-fire already. Okay, he goes back to the op.
Here we go.
He can actually hit it. He does as well. Smokes off to crossover. He's taking the bomb, or at least faking it to be, but I think Taz is close enough to hear this, and Taz is ready for it. M4's there. Right rotation from Taz to chase.
They just can't get a break, can they? Rubino did a great job there. He gave himself an opportunity. 1 HP, as said with the AWP, could have a chance. He finds the pick and baits it out as well. Plays the kill cam, gets towards connector, drops that smoke, but Taz just too smart. Doesn't take the bait. That was a lovely shot from Rubino. A glimmer of hope there, but another North timeout here. 1 remaining after this. It's going to be 12-0. Here we go, Matt.
That is absolutely true, except Pasha's biceps don't look 100% accurate in that photo. But yeah, I would say the plow is here. I would absolutely say, and I think every team, not just the side of their side of the bracket, which does include, don't forget, SK and FaZe tomorrow morning, needs to be aware of this. And if FaZe get through, it's going to be virtus.pro, as we saw in their feature. Not even talking about North, looking for revenge on them alone.
Well, at this point, you can't really argue with that, can you? All things considered, looking very like they'll be proceeding to the semi-finals. Yeah, like I said, this is a pause for North.
Are you hearing this chant? That is not virtus.pro. That is 16-0.
Very likely. We'll see what happens.
And Henry jinxed it. If it doesn't happen, everyone in the building has permission to pie Henry.
Double op setup, Matthew. Snacks and Pasha going at it. We'll see what happens there. Whether they'll continue that relentless aggression towards long, yet to be seen. It is 5 AKs for North. All wasn't really working out for Cajun, so it makes sense. And Pasha scoping it once again. Surely no one's going to give him this kill once more. Good flash. We get the kill. Okay.
Config, okay. And that's, again, they're still looking for Config to go to Park. They know the default from North is to play in that position. Neo's on his own now out in bathrooms, at least to watch long. They line up, they've got entries, finally a 2-man advantage. First time all game, I can say that. Yeah. Snacks is still close with an AWP. We know with this smoke, Fur's done it as far back as Cluj. It's one of the sneakiest and most elusive positions in the entire game. Just sitting on the edge of that doorstep and letting them walk by, but they're being smart about this. Finally, North, they're gonna rotate back with the man advantage and look for more map control, more information, and not walking it into any rotations toward the A site.
Well, The final boss of that B-bomb side will be Bialy. They have kept 2 players on the A side for now, but they're taking a very long time to commit. Taz is looking towards long, not spotting anything there. He's flashed over as well. They might commit towards B and send 3 people there. North, they're going to go through Monster Tunnel. This is the moment. They need to find this frag. Good flashbang comes in.
Bialy dodges accordingly. Pops out for only 1. He gets 2 there. Real possibility VP could pull the round back. It's now Taz in window, smoked off. Nade hits MSL, denies the plant, 34 seconds. They've got to recover the bombing. Config's gonna waste no time. He knows the priority. They were already heading to post-plant position, so it has to go down, but that gives Taz so much movement. He's wrapped around inside of the site, and they're expecting one toward Monster. And Taz smartly doesn't overcommit to bags and leave his teammate Snacks alone, who still has the AWP. Taz continues to peek. No response from Rubino. He'll spot up Magisk. He's got him down. They pull this back. Virtus.pro. From a 4 versus 2, they've got the clutch! And they bail you out, Henry, because you almost jinxed it the round before. They'll keep the dream alive. They'll go 13-0.
If you can't win those sort of rounds, that sort of advantage, you've got to ask yourself, is there something seriously wrong here at the moment? 13-0, a fantastic retake from VP. But Matt, that was a 5-on-3. I feel like North may have kind of overthought that situation. When you get those kind of picks in that sort of early stage of the round, you can commit, you want to stay as a unit, they get back towards B, and then 1 by 1. The main problem there was that HE grenade to deny the plant going down. It bought Taz this amount of time. Look at that. He gets in, Config has no idea he's there. That's got to be one of the most frustrating rounds to lose.
It just seems so desperate from North.
Yeah.
Go in, get the bomb down. Oh, he dropped it. I've got to run. Everyone's just hoping that someone else will hold their job so they can get positions. No one's pushing aggressively with confidence on the north side right now.
It feels like this one is done.
And Cajun, who's the experienced member of this team, sits 0-1 and 13 right now.
Well, to be fair, his teammates aren't doing much better.
There was a map way back when TSM beat Fnatic in the final of PGL kickoff season, when Cajun Beyond Dust 2 went 0-15 and finished with 1 kill, and they still won the map. So I don't think that's going to happen here, but Cajun's been in this position before and dug out an important kill in the last round on that map in particular, so they have to obviously step up in this situation. I mean, I'm trying to build a storyline here. I don't even know how I can be positive about it. MSL and Magisk already got map control inside bathrooms.
Well, let's see what they can do here. I kind of built it up, maybe a little bit too much. I said North for a very good side at getting the map control, pushing CDs back, but VP have just been in their face every single time. This time, they're actually playing a little bit more passive. They're not hunting towards long. It's still a 5-on-5. And it's a single AWP setup for VP this time. It is going to be in the hands of Snacks, who's on the A sites. Cajun B using that smoke to take the vision away from the CTs at this point. Pasha, though, he's in front of him. This could get interesting. This should be some sort of execution towards the A site. They've been doing a lot of fakes here. Let's just see a full commitment. Let's try and get the bomb down and have some sort of clutch situation going on in our favor.
Cajun trying to practice his aim on his teammate. That's what he should do right now. Pasha holding off on left side, is hoping Neo and Snacks can bait them in toward the site. In fact, he goes early. Flash out, Config gets it, and they're gonna go fast. Smoke's already in play. They can try and go for a default plant. Neo wants to spray through. He'll get away with those smokes out, and Snacks. Flash out goes pistol, but only for 1.
Denied the plant as well.
Config's there, but you're dead right. Neo's denied plant. Can't get enough bullets in the magazine to try and take down the next. And Magisk gets back, but it's Bialy that goes down after. No time for the plant. He's got to kill both. Rubino doesn't have it. Bialy gets away, and it's gonna be still the shutout as North denied in the worst possible way.
It's just heartbreaking to watch at this point. They're doing the right moves. It just falls apart at the very last second. Neo somehow denying the plant. There it is. We didn't quite catch it, but that was the pivotal moment there. It was the advantage of North. The execution came in. It was good as well. An equal trade. And Neo steps up just in time, but 14-0. It's going to be a real rough last round here without that plant coming in. You can see 2 UMPs. Configs on the AWP. Seems like Cajun B is completely checked out here. Yet to find a frag. Just having an absolute shocker of a game. And let's see if Config, we saw it earlier in the tournament as well when they're struggling. He did actually step up with the AWP and find him some picks here. He's going to have to try and do the same again, but he's up against Neo and Snacks with the AWPs this time. So once again, it's the default. Trying to get some map control, but Matt, I have to say, it feels like this one might be over already.
I think that's a fair statement.
Yep.
Don't even think how I can counter that right now. Shocking. I mean, North, the least experienced team in the playoffs. You could argue FaZe as a team is as well, but individually, for sure, there's no question it's North. Brush this off. Forget about it. Even if it goes 16-0, laugh about it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? It's a best of 3. So you just, regardless of the scoreline, you just move on. The problem is cash next.
Yeah.
But let's see if they can get this last round. It's going to be aggressive. Pasha, of course, just look. They've got no idea what's going on right now. He gets 2 frags. The bomb's dropped as well. This is an absolute horror show.
They're forcing the play. They check the corner, but they don't go all the way through, and then Config just runs over. No one's there to support it. MSL does pull one back, yes, and trades surely favor the offense, but there's so much map control. Bialy's already pushed up. And just for the record, Cajun will end the half without a kill. He's gone 0, 3, and 15. Taz quick jump will realize they're on A. That gives Bialy more confidence to go for the flank, but Magisk, he'll take Taz down. Neo just needs to stay patient here and hold off long enough so that Bialy can continue to creep through the bathrooms and get in position, but he's gone. Rubino's got the backside of the site. No, don't go for the default plant. Are they really? MSL's gonna do it. Bialy's got the default covered off. He actually still has decent position in this. The problem is he's bypassed the front door to the bathrooms. That means Magisk is in behind. They've triangulated around him. With Rubino at stairs, I would have expected the reverse side plant. Bialy's gonna go hunting. No. M4 in hand. MSL just gets back to bathroom. He'll evade him, so he's got to start tapping. He's got to start pulling them out. Missed shot, Magiski's low HP. But Bialy looks away, and North's got on the board. They'll get 14-1, the most one-sided half we've had in the entire major.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, they do find one round, Matt. At least it's still possible to win it without going into overtime. And here's the graphic. It's a sad tale, I'm afraid. One of our superstars of CSGO, 0-15. It does happen.
Not to mention, we talk about Magisk and Config being superstars in the making, these two young players that came in and lifted this team. When Cajun B was removed from the Astralis roster, it was a win-win because Dignitas at the time was struggling with a consistent AWP player. They were struggling with experienced leadership, not so much in-game. Obviously, that's MSL's job, but he came over and actually, it was like a puzzle piece that was missing, and they started performing better with him alone.
So we can obviously poke holes in North all day, but I just want to point out as well, VP played a phenomenal game. That's just VP in a nutshell. The hybrid, aggressive style, reading their opponents very well, good pushes, great teamwork, amazing crossfires. There's not really many teams in the world that can shut them down in this sort of form when the plow is fully fired up. So North have got around here. Obviously, it goes out saying they need the pistol at this point. You get 5 minutes to kind of discuss what you're going to do in the second half here, and we'll work out what they're going to do in the pistol here. I'll have a look at the VP buy and describe it to you and see if we can work out where they'll be going this one. It's kind of a classic buy. 4 sets of armor, 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs. Most teams favor towards the B site. Smoke on the side itself, flashing over, sticking as a unit. That'd be the most obvious choice at this point. We'll see whether they decide to commit to it as we go into the second half here. North need a miracle. We'll see whether they can pull something off here. Rubino aggressive towards mid, trying to hunt for some information, but Pash is waiting for him.
Just configured together as well out toward Monster. They went for a flash peek, but VP was already past the opening and therefore not spotted on the T side of Monster. And they're gonna go reverse flash themselves. Bialy leads, Taz will follow. Bomb, it's the third in line in Neo's hands. And with 1 smoke, they've already got sight covered off, but Config getting Bialy means they can't necessarily go for a fast plant. Taz, good shot on MSL in window. And he gets a decent tag toward jungle as well as Magisk. He's tagged down to 3 HP, but Snack's getting Rubino. This becomes a real problem. Bomb is planted and it's open for bags as well. VP, they're going all the way through, and Neo's got Cajun as well. He's still stuck. Actually, I take it back. Cajun got one of the 2 kills, so he did break the goose egg.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If he were ever going to step up, that would be the round to get his first frag, but a little bit too late, I'm afraid. It will be 15-1. Obviously, the CDs have the force buy here, but VP getting 4 rifles. They want to shut this down. They're not going to risk anything with the SMGs. 3 AKs at Galil and a UMP. It's a very strong buy. North, on the other hand, not so much. Some upgraded pistols here and a scout in the hands of Cajun. This should be over right here, right now, but CSGO does lend itself to pistol players. We can get up close and personal. Sometimes these 5.7s and Deagles can do some tremendous work, and it's going to be Config pushing towards long, but Neo, an idyllic situation for him as he takes them down. 5-on-4.
Exactly the boost that they were spotting against Config in the first half.
Yeah.
Because we saw them use that a lot of the group stages. Look at the boost outside of the squeaky door as well. I mean, just trying to do anything he can to get a kill and return, and obviously Cajun, match point, goes on that scout. Play on A site with MSL, but that boost, problem is, everyone's going behind them. They're gonna be spotted if anyone looks through short, not quite. So they got into the corner far enough that the toes aren't showing, but they're gonna have to play a retake game with pistols.
Good luck with that.
No kits.
No kits. Yeah, no nades and some pistols, and they have to go for it. You can't save the weaponry. This is match points, and a retake will come in, the bomb's planted, and it's over, I'm afraid. If they win this round, I will eat my proverbial hat.
I'd like to see we a real one. Snacks is going to wait as well, all the way back toward T-spawn for anyone that wants to push through short and rotate in from Monster. It's going to be bags instead. They find the first pick onto Pasha and important as well because Taz is only on 27, so Cajun hits Bialy on the headshot. Cajun, now's your time to shine. He's got Neo as well, and they're going to close it out. They've got Snacks, but Taz is still in the water. They find him. He's low HP. He's on 27, and they'll keep us alive for just a little bit longer.
Against the odds, apparently, with no kit, no nades, they do manage to find round number 2 here. The dream is still alive for now. It's going to take 13 rounds in a row, but here's the replay from Cajun. What a shot that was. Takes down Bialy. And manages to get that nice pistol shot as well, so he's coming to life, but it's a little bit too late, I'm afraid. We'll see what happens here. The bomb goes down for VP. In this situation, you don't really need to force these rounds. Obviously, it's at the point of no return for North. Let's wait till they get the guns out. We'll just close this out properly. We're not going to force back and return. So this, I guess, in PG-50s here, some Glocks. We do have 5 rifles for North, but like I said, 13 in a row. It's a very tall order, especially against virtus.pro, who are in this current form.
Yeah, play patient. Got all day. 3 toward the park. Both sides, to be true. As the CTs push out from long, but just gets in toward the party. Cell will hit the shot on the Pasha. Starts it off well in the AK that's carried over. Neo gets one in response, but there's Cajun. Keep adding to the totals.
Yeah.
Start feeling good about yourself before the next map.
This is fine. They can string a few rounds together, just get warmed up on the stage. This is the first time they've actually played on here. Obviously, we've been in the studio all week. Let's get used to the environment. Brush the nerves off. I'm not going to speculate they can win this map anymore, but let's just get in the zone right now. Let's kind of calm down, discuss what we're going to do going into the next one. And obviously, they look rattled in that first half. They didn't really arrive whatsoever. That's not the North we've expected to see so far this year. virtus.pro now, they bring out a Scouts. It looks like Neo have a little bit of extra cash there, but not going to be buying into this one, like we said. Let the bank account swell. We'll get into this properly, finish it off with style instead of trying to force it up with Tech 9s or anything like that.
And I would say you're spot on about their mentality of just trying to carry this into the next map and reset because there's not a lot of communication between them at this point.
Yeah, just made the scoreline a little less embarrassing, you know, like kind of close it up, get a few in a row. And, look to the next map. That's going to be the objective for me if I'm MSL right now.
And the Scout, Neo can't land. Allows Cajun to pick up another. He'll follow it with the double bombs down. Big time. Big time. He's the kind of guy who can be quite hard on himself in these situations. Like I say, he has to bring experience to this team, so every kill he gets is important. Taz takes his head off in return, though, on a deagle. He'll sit out one bomb as well. Nearly found a second shot fired between the shoulders of 2, and then Magisk will show up to get the 4th round now for North. So 3 in a row. Having lost the pistol, but here come the guns. The first of what will be many gun rounds, maybe not in a row for virtus.pro, but many before North's anywhere near the finish line in this one, if we even get that far.
Well, 15-4, this is the first gun round coming in. virtus.pro bring out the Pasha. AWP once again. It was so powerful in the first half. We're up against Cajun, who didn't land a single kill with that weapon, but he has started to warm up now. He's looking much better on the CT side. It's round number 20, but 15-4. Let's see what they can do. MSL looking to possibly go aggressive towards short here. He'll be pushing off, getting some information for his teammates. Actually looking to go towards the short tunnel as well, getting in a decent position here for the CTs. Major some Cajun aggressive towards long, but this is a pretty passive default from VP. They'll be holding up towards the B monster tunnel, seeing if anyone dares push through. We've seen it from North this tournament, actually flashing over and trying to get those first picks, but not going to be the case this time.
Nade through from Monster with no one on the receiving end. Push up inside of water, and they're going to actually walk in toward this Taz. It's an off angle for MSL, has to spot it. Gun barrel shows through, gets caught out, backing away is MSL, but instead stays to catch off. Bialy doesn't need the support for the trade, but Snacks opening the door. Goes down to 11 HP, but does at least trade him back to keep this at 3 versus 3 now as well, because Pasha finds Magisk on the AWP, which puts Cajun alone over toward the A site. But Bomb not committing either way just yet. It's getting closer to Snacks' side of the map, as he's low on HP. Imagine, give the bomb to Snacks. Let him go in after, let the high rollers go in for the fight. Maybe they're thinking about that twice. And it's going to be toward Monster they go with Rubino pushed out of water. They could actually evade him. Similar to what we saw in that eco round, but he's in good position to catch off Neo as well. And then as soon as he does that, with Neo rotating back toward B, that's going to reveal the fact that they are, oh, Neo's going to check this. Good shot from Rubino. Reveal the fact that they're going to be. Rotations come in immediately. Smoke off Rubino, no problem. He'll sit and wait. Plant on the outside of the smoke as well, is open toward Bags and from Monster, but Snacks wants to get aggressive. Nearly finds the shot with 11 HP toward the Heaven position. Thankfully, Rubino stays passive as well, because that nade would have copped him out. Pasha Snacks instead's gonna catch off Config, but Pasha snuck in
So
behind.
good.
He's got Cajun B. They pulled it to a 2 versus 1,
So
and they win the
good.
game on that. Brilliance again from virtus.pro in a post-plant situation.
Beautiful CS there from Snacks especially. Has outplays his opponent here. There's so many times in the first half, and a real nice clutch there coming in. There's perfect synergy between those two. Got the bomb down, knew their objective. Pash had to go, flanking behind. Snacks calm as ever, hitting all the shots they can on 11 HP as well. What a performance that was. 16-4 North, getting absolutely battered there.